Here's a look at the remaining schedule. Oof. 2 games left for Leeds, 3, as you see there, for Burnley and Everton. So it's going to be trouble as Leeds tries to stay up. Right now, they are in the relegation zone, 18th. They would be headed down. All right, Herc, it's brass tacks time. Is Jesse Marsch going to save Leeds United, or are they headed for relegation?
I mean, it most likely looks like they're headed for relegation. Whether that's on Jesse Marsch remains to be seen. This has been an injury-riddled team. That's back-to-back games where they've taken a red card in the first 30 minutes. Very frustrating for any manager. I mean, you saw the highlight. Jesse Marsch keeps shaking his head no, but nobody asked him a question. And when that happens, it's bad news. This is a team that really don't have destiny in their own hands. I mean, Burnley right now, they may be even on points, but they have a game in hand. They're going to face Tottenham, Spurs next round, so that's going to be a big, massive game for them. And Leeds will play Brighton, and Brighton's been a giant killer. Brighton's been a team that, for all intents and purposes, 4 of the last 6 games they've won have been against teams like Arsenal, teams against United, teams like Wolves. It's going to be very difficult.
So a few weeks ago, I said yes, and I actually put the percentage, I think, above 50, because I really thought at that point we saw some momentum from Leeds, and we did see momentum from Leeds. There was definitely a turnaround under Jesse Marsch. Things have changed, and it's not just about what Leeds and Jesse Marsch aren't doing. It's what's happening around them in the table. Yes, it's very true. Leeds have had a brutal run of late, right? Manchester City, Arsenal, Chelsea, but they get 0 points out of that run. They get outscored 9-1. In those games. They get absolutely nothing. You look at the other teams around them, Burnley not playing as good opposition, but they win 3 in a row. That's 9 points at the bottom of the table. I mean, that's like 20 points at the top of the table. And then you even look at a team like Everton, which had been struggling, they get 3 points. To your point about the red cards, I think almost it sounds like you're shifting some of the blame here onto the players.
I can't shift too much of the blame on the players. Yes, discipline is definitely on the players right there. You can't get a red card. You should know better. But they're very aggressive. And maybe this is on Jesse Marsch. They're so aggressive, they don't change their tactics. And Jesse Marsch has to realize you can't be that aggressive and press that much against these teams who are very good on the ball with so much quality. They're just going to carve you apart, which is what's been happening in Leeds.
So you mentioned the 2 players that got red cards. They're not just any 2 players. They're important ones as well. Luke Ayling, Daniel James. Those are key pieces for Jesse Marsch. It's probably a conversation for another day. I don't know that it's binary for Jesse Marsch. It's definitely binary on success or failure, but on whether he stays or not. I'm very interested to see if they get relegated, would he stay? Again, very much a conversation for another day.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.